Hello everyone, this is your captain speaking. I am Chaos Airlines, and welcome to the galaxy. This is Spore. This is a game released back in, 2008. But it's a game that I played a lot when I was a kid, and a lot of people seem to be playing it right now on YouTube. But they don't really seem to be, really knowing what they're doing. So, I would like to do a quick playthrough. So I'm going to start off as an herbivore, mostly just because it's one of the easiest ways to find food and things like that. Let us find a name. Yeah, okay, that looks good, whatever. Alright, so Spore is kind of based around evolution and the evolution of societies and theoretical of how to reach the space stage, things like that. But you start off as a single cell, and it kind of displays the panspermia theory, where it's believed that life was spread through comets or asteroids. And yeah, so we're going to delve into this world that we have just named. We don't have a name yet. Welcome to the tide pool. Throughout Spore, the choices you make impact your future. As a cell, your mission is to grow, eat, and evolve. Growth is measured by your progress bar below. This is your progress bar. As you eat, you will earn DNA points. You may spend these points on new parts to evolve your cell. As you progress, you grow larger and your world expands. So you just kind of click and hold your mouse, be able to move around, stuff like that. And we go around and eat little green things. Now, this game is pretty interesting because what you do in prior stages affects what happens in later stages. So, starting out as an herbivore, we're going to have access to certain abilities that we, assuming that we stay an herbivore, we're going to have access to certain abilities later on that other types won't have. Other cells and meteor bits are the keys to finding new parts. Each part has unique abilities that can benefit each cell. When you see the new part appear, swim over the token to collect it. So let's go ahead and collect that. Spike! Attack and break. So let's get away from this guy. And notice how he's swimming much faster than us. He has more flagella than we do. So that's a problem, because that means that we can't get away from a lot of predators. So we either have to get bigger than him, or we'll have to try and evolve ways around him being able to swim faster than us. So it looks like we've gotten bigger enough to be able to fly away from, or swim away. Swim away! But yeah. So I could enter the cell creator right away, but I'm gonna go hold off for now, because you don't really need to go into it right away. It's just kind of handy to have spikes. But I'm gonna try and actually collect every part in all the different stages. So, especially in creature stage, that can actually take a while, because I bought the original Spore without any of the upgrades or expansion packs or anything like that. But I seem to have access to some of the creepy and cute expansion pack parts, which I shouldn't be able to have. So it kind of it increases the amount of parts that I'll have to get in creature stage by quite a bit. So that kind of stinks. But one of the things that I find neat about this game is that as you progress through these levels, you become like larger, and like when we first started off, we were transparent, and so now we're starting to become more like solid. And it's interesting too because you can see like the background change and stuff like that. And I just got a jet. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll go and get that because that'll help us move faster. What was it saying? Oh, so it's kind of neat because like as you progress it, you can tell you're kind of moving from, well, I think anyway, it looks like you're moving from deeper water to more shallow water. So there's that. And here's the meteorite piece. And I got poison. So if I evolve right now, I could choose to put poison, like, emitter things on my creature. Which I might choose to do here soon. Just that way I can kind of go ahead and get that out of the way. Oh! I want to get that part. I want to get that part. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, I died! I died! Well, that's her first death. That sucks. An embarrassing way to die, too. And bigger creatures can aggro on you and stuff like that. I think it's neat that in this stage, you can get caught up in like jet streams and stuff like that, because that's actually what's happening here. So my mate just got eaten, which is kind of funny. So that's a thing that can happen. Because it took too long. Yeah, I've had this happen before, where I've had the creature I was mating with get eaten. So that can happen. So I'm going to switch over from having a Omnivore Mouth or a Herbivore Mouth to having an Omnivore Mouth because it brain fart, sorry. Makes it so that I can have access to more food. So I'm going to put a jet on the back because it helps me move a lot faster, and flagella. They help me move faster too because you can see, oh, well, normally they help you move faster as well. Okay, yeah. See, so it says 3 instead of just 2. But I want to have spikes too. So I think I'm gonna go and just put spikes on instead. And I can choose to actually make them bigger. And making them bigger like this actually helps me get past like the defenses of other creatures. So what should we name this critter? Sporidium. Why not? Okay, so we're gonna move around with our newly christened Sporidium. We're gonna go and eat some plants and stuff. So as you can see, I can move a lot faster now, but it's actually a lot harder to control. And with having spikes like this, it with having bigger spikes, it makes it so that whenever I go up against something that has spikes as well, I can stab through their spikes. Or in the case of these mouths here, these guys with the really long beaks, I can actually stab through their beak to hurt them if it cooperates. See? So like I with spikes you can stab other creatures and stuff. So I want to get away from this guy because he's gonna attack me. And let's keep going away from think it's funny, like you can see like bubbles and stuff like that too. It's just interesting the amount of like detail. But okay, and let's go over and get some more greens. Well, I wanted to get more greens. Oh, there's actually a whole bunch over there. Let's go over there. If this guy won't eat it first! Ah, jerk! You're like a giant cow! It does take a little bit of time actually to eat with the proboscis, so that's a negative. I just want that part. Okay, well we killed that guy, because I was able to stab through his mouth, but we lost sight of the part, so hopefully it's still somewhere around. That's too bad. Sometimes that happens. Just attack this guy. So that way I can get his spiky electric part stuff. That's the technical term. Oh! Hey! There's a thing. Yeah. Okay. So this is the last part we have to collect, actually, so it's kind of handy. So that makes it so that I can turn faster, because, especially if I pair it with this, it's good. Because it makes it so that it makes it easier to control, more or less. So, I can have the speed boost and, be able to turn around fast. So, it's kind of handy. So I can make the different parts of the body, creature's body, bigger if I want to. But I think I will make him actually more shaped like that, so I can have more room to be able to have the spikes kind of angled more forward. And then I'll just do that. Make his proboscis bigger, because why not? Alright, spoiler idiom, let's go out there. Let's go out there and get them. Okay. So see, I was able to like flip myself around a lot more easily. So it makes it a little bit nicer to control. So with the proboscis, you have more access to food and things like that. So it makes it a little bit, I guess, easier, so you don't have to fight so much for food. Because there are a lot of like other creatures that want to eat it too. So, like, especially when you're fighting with other herbivores to eat plants. And let's get away from this carnivore. It's funny, you can't eat any of your own kind, so apparently this game does not support cannibalism. I'm very sad about this fact. I think it's neat how these different shapes kind of start to look more like early like plant life. Like these kind of start to look like fronds of like ferns and things like that. And I'm gonna keep eating plants because reasons. And I'm getting poisoned, so that's what the coughing is about, and I just died to a creature that was my size. I'm disappointed. Anyway, so let's eat. If your proboscis is long enough, you can actually stick through the mouth of other creatures and be able to eat them. Just going on a vicious killing spree here. Pardon me while I stab into your cellular membrane. I'm just eating what? I think the game actually considers it self-defense whenever you kill other creatures. I think it's only if you actually eat the meat pieces that it considers it like negative. So we just need to get a few more DNA pieces. Yeah, okay. I think it's cool, like, your little tummy grows. I think it's like where the heart is. That's what they're trying to insinuate. Oh, congratulations, you're on the path to sentience. When it comes to swimming in sludge, you rule the pool. When you are ready to stretch your legs in the big wide open, click the advance button. So we have all the parts and everything, so really we might as well go ahead and advance. Okay, so history. This timeline shows a history of the actions you have taken during life as a cell. You've established a trait which earns you unique abilities that will benefit your future generations. Which path have you chosen? So you can see you always start off as an omnivore, but through the different actions that we've taken, we have become an herbivore. So that means that we have access into Siren's Song in Creature Stage. And in the other stages, we'll have other things available to us. But I'm not really going to focus on that right now. So I plan on doing a couple more playthroughs of this game once I'm done with the Herbivore stage, just to show the other like traits that you can get. So... let us swim onto land. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my creature legs. And it's kind of funny, you actually don't have to give your creature legs here. The game lets you advance if you don't have legs, because it just assumes that you did give your creature legs. But it will actually affect the movement that your creature is allowed to have. It's kind of funny. Let's go ahead. And I'm gonna remove these spikes. And let's see. So these things now give me different boosts in creature stage. So for example, this gives me sprint level 1, jump level 1, sneak, charge, poison, charm. And then these ones are all kind of the same, except it limits what kind of food I have access to. So I'm going to keep the Proboscis because I want to be able to have access to all different kinds of food. Because in creature stage, I only have access to Herbivore Mouths because of the way I had evolved in the previous stage. I'm going to remove Sprint, and I'm going to give myself Charm, because I want to continue like along the same path and just have socialization. So I can make it like as big or as little as I want. And I'm gonna leave it like that. And let's give him a different paint job. Mind that one too much. I'll just go with that. You can actually customize the colors too, and I'll show you how to do that.